India's financial capital is once again battling monsoon mayhem as relentless rain continues to lash Mumbai and trigger widespread disruption across the country, across the city. A red alert remains in place for Mumbai and adjoining regions, with the civic body also warning of a high tide situation later in the day, adding to concerns of severe waterlogging in low-lying areas. Normal life has been thrown out of gear. Roads and subways are submerged, traffic has slowed to a crawl, and suburban train services are facing major disruptions as key stretches remain affected by flooding. The situation has also turned tragic in a shocking incident from Shakinaka. A 60-year-old man lost his life after falling into an open manhole during heavy rain. As Mumbai reels under repeated bouts of flooding, questions are once again being raised over civic preparedness and infrastructure gaps. Officials point to a combination of factors from extreme rainfall and coastal geography to aging drainage system and rapid urbanization that continues to overwhelm the city every monsoon. I'm being joined at this point by S. Balakrishnan, who's an executive editor for the Free Press Journal, Mumbai. Thank you very much, sir. Good evening.
Thank you.
You know, there was a reason why I asked for a seasoned journalist who knows Mumbai well. Because we'll get in a civil planner, we'll get a town planner, sure. We can look at how bad things are, what's gone wrong in planning, what's good, and a whole lot of theory can be spoken. But for people who are looking at this, you know, till 2 days ago, we were talking about how there's no rain anywhere in the country, how there's no rain anywhere in Mumbai. Mumbai was waiting for its date with monsoon. Day one of that date has turned absolute mayhem. This is, I think, day 3, day 4. You're having visuals of people falling into manholes. You're having visuals of cars being swept off, lakes, overflowing, just day 3 of monsoon. Are you willing to see this as isolated cases?
No, this, I would say, is a pathetic failure of leadership. In fact, the biggest tragedy of Mumbai is that it doesn't have a proper leadership, either at the political level or at the administrative level. Imagine the commercial capital of this country, where the most important institutions, the Reserve Bank, and so many other stock exchange, every institutions are situated over there. But despite that, it has been completely neglected. This is a classic case of sheer neglect on the part of the authorities and Mumbai doesn't deserve this. This is a city we generate thousands of crores every year. The BMC is the richest civic body in the country. Despite that, this city is being run, if at all it is, in the most shabby manner. Just imagine people falling into manhole covers, and then people have been shouting about the poor cleaning of the stormwater drains and the big nallas and all that. Despite that, there was no 100% cleaning of our nallas. In the first place, how can anybody fall into a manhole?
No, and let me just remind our viewers, we are talking about what? Asia's largest civic body? Richest civic body? Isn't that correct? Asia's richest civic body?
I won't say Asia's, but certainly India's South, the subcontinent's biggest civic body. But imagine a simple thing like people are demanding that all manhole covers should have a kind of a net, an iron net or a jali, what they call it kind of thing. But the simple thing has not, a thing which costs only a few lakhs of rupees has not been provided. That's the reason why people are falling into manhole covers. Other day, right in front of the mayor, Ritu Taude, a civic official there too, he fell into a manhole cover at Sign. This is a pathetic state of affairs in Mumbai.
So tell me this, Mr. Balakrishnan, elections have happened. We have discussed elections extensively, the Maharashtra elections. Even the BMC and everything, you know, a whole lot of coverage was there. Does nothing translate on ground?
Nothing has changed on ground. See the case of the big tragedy in Chembur and eastern suburb of Mumbai, where a 11-year-old child, he died in the school bus because an old tree fell down. The one department of the local ward office had warned the garden department, had warned the road department. Look, that this particular tree is completely concretized. While the road was being concretized, the entire base was concretized. There is no way in which the water can go into it. Because of this, the roots of this huge people tree had become totally dry and become weak. And most unfortunately, yesterday it fell on the bus of school bus, killing this boy and then injuring five others. Now the question is, why the hell did nobody react to that? The photographs, if I show you the visual of the tree, it is simply shocking. It is totally dry. It's dry. Somebody has got to be made accountable. That is not there. That is another biggest reason.
So
We have
who's
27
responsible for
assistant
this? Is it the BMC?
commissioners.
Is it the state government? Whose responsibility is it?
It's a collective responsibility, the completely collective responsibility. The BMC comes under the urban department of the urban development department of the state government, and the state government ought to have seen the crisis which is coming. See, recently, and see, Mumbai is divided into 27 administrative wards, each headed by an assistant commissioner. And what kind of assistant commissioners have we have? We had one person called Nilesh Shukla who was arrested for sexual molestation and rape. Another guy, he is absconding. He was allegedly connected with a 16 crore fraud cheating case. And third one regarding an allegedly false caste certificate. This is a caliber of, assistant commissioner which you had. Once upon a time, we had excellent officers at the ward level, like Mr. Khair Naik, Mr. Sudhir Naik, Mr. Chandrasekhar Suri, people who will go to the site and see for these things for themselves. Early morning, they will go to the site, visit their ward, and then come to the ward office. But these days, if you get to meet your ward office, it's a big achievement for you. There's a complete collapse of the civic administration. Complete indifference. People don't get to talk to anybody, and people who got elected. And another biggest problem is that Mumbai is being run by corporators who are elected on the basis of reservation. I have nothing against reservation per se. But in Mumbai, a city where nobody cares a damn for caste, people are getting elected on the basis of whether they are SC, ST, OBC, or gender-based women or something like that. So what is the kind of the caliber of people whom we have? We had earlier people like Rustam Terandas, Mr. R.C. Ankleshwarya,
Right.
Mr. Datta Nallavadis, across the political spectrum, who were totally in touch with the grassroots, and then they would go out and get things done. But that is not there anymore. And the level of corruption is humongous. Rajiv Gandhi's government fell down on the Bofors issue, on the issue of 60 or 70 crores. 60 or 70 crores scam takes place regularly at the ward level. In each and every ward it is happening. Whether it is road, nala cleaning, even in garbage, people are making money in the disposal of garbage. This is a rot which has set in Mumbai. Unless somebody takes charge and cleans up the system, like what Robert Giuliani did in New York, we need somebody like that here to take charge of Mumbai and clean up the entire system and then ensure there is a efficient delivery of civic services.
You know, the visuals are there in our screen and they are very telling by all means. But how is Mumbai today as we speak?
So we are totally Ram Bharose. The city is being run on a Ram Bharose basis. The water level in the lakes, it is just about 9%. Okay, thank God, past 2-3 days it raining heavily. So from 7%, it has gone up to 9%. That's about all. But all these decades, there was no contingency plan to recycle water. There was no plan to
No
install
desilting.
desalination plants like what Chennai has done. Recycling of water will save at least 50%. And one more thing shocking is that 30% of water which is being supplied is going waste because of leakage. We have not been able to stop the leakage of water. Theft of water is a different thing, but leakage of water, so we can do that. Somebody has got to be held responsible. I wish the state government will ensure that at least on in the field of drinking water, sufficient efforts will be made. Now that there are the shortage of water, people are saying we will open up old wells, we will dig bore wells and all that. It's like trying to hunt for water where the building is on fire. So this is the caliber of administration which unfortunately we are having in Mumbai.
So
There is no
how
vision,
is
no
this playing
planning,
out?
nothing
Are
whatsoever.
people still commuting to work for us? Because commuting in Mumbai is by itself a huge harrowing challenge for somebody who watches from outside, not perhaps those who are used to doing it in Mumbai. But is there more work from home? Are schools looking at being closed, shortened hours? What is it?
If I had the power, I would give the Paramvir Chakra to each and every Mumbaikar who travels in the most inhuman condition in the local trains, who travel the most inhuman condition in the BST buses, and who are compelled to walk, wading through long stretches of road on water. The footpaths, you cannot walk on the footpath. They're heavily encroached upon by hawkers. Despite this, it's like an obstacle race. Living in Bombay is like an obstacle race. So many obstacles are kind of put in your path. And my hats off to the people of Mumbai. People are talking the spirit of Mumbai. I think it's all gone now. People are just, it's a question of survival. There people have come to Mumbai, people are living in Mumbai just for 2 meals a day. It is that which kind of pushes them from their homes from Mira, Bhayandar and Dombivli and where not. They come all the way to town or whichever place of work just to earn little money to feed their family. It's a massive tragedy which is we are witnessing in Mumbai. Massive tragedy. And then I mean, instead of spending on the mass transport like BST has been effectively been killed. But you have thousands of crores being spent on coastal road. Coastal road is a good thing, but essentially benefits only motorists. What about mass transport? The city is surrounded by sea. There is a solution staring at the face, which is to have a sea transport, a rapid sea transport like what we see in Hong Kong. But nobody has had the vision in Mumbai to have a sea transport. If that happens from Nariman Point, where I'm sitting right now, all the way to Warsaw, even Mira Bhayandar, people can travel in comfort and in speed at very low cost by sea transport. But that has not been explored at all. Only now they're waking up. This is the
Right.
tragedy of what I'm saying. Zero vision, zero commitment, and people are just here just to, the people who matter, they are only making money and more money. That's about all.
So has
Nobody loves Mumbai. The tragedy of Mumbai is that nobody loves Mumbai.
That's a very strong statement, sir.
Yeah,
That's a very strong statement. You know,
yeah,
it can break somebody's heart. But I think words are powerful. Mr. Balakrishnan, has
yeah.
the Chief Minister spoken anything? Has the Deputy Chief Minister spoken anything over the last few hours? Has the BMC issued any statements, alerts, advisories?
So BMC does issue alert about yellow alert and orange alert. That is basically regarding the rains. They warn about flooding at the kind of the usual spot. But these are all kind of short-term kind of the alert, short-term measures which don't add up to much. The CM is taking a lot of interest in terms of infrastructure. There is a huge underground line which is planning from Marine Drive to Orange Gate in the eastern in the port area. So many other things are being talked about. But ultimately, the question is Mumbai needs a holistic solution to its problem. Tinkering here, there will not really work. Every day, more than 700 cars get registered. There are already several million cars in Mumbai. Where are you going to find a parking space for that? So we should come out with solutions. Now there is a very, I mean, interesting solution. Some of the people are saying that we will dig up the big maidans, the grounds where children are they're playing, and then build the parking lots below the playgrounds. Can you imagine something more bizarre than this?
It's
Once
so
the
ironical.
maidans are dug up, what kind of maida you are going to
India's
repair after
green
that?
spaces are anyway decreasing. We are looking at making monsoon more happier. At least you'll have some rain to enjoy, which is now clearly becoming more of a
Exactly.
headache.
See,
And now you're
in the
snatching
prime
away
location, in the prime
parks.
locality like Bandra, there's a huge plot which was reserved for a football ground. Now that is thought to be converted into convention center. Who the hell wants a convention center? BKC already has a convention center. Why do you want one more convention center in Mumbai? Let children play. Thousands of children are out, football lovers are out protesting against that, but nobody has cared to listen to them so far.
I think misplaced priorities. What we're seeing on the screen is a clear example of that. We've added many to that. I think Mumbai needs to wake up. The government needs to wake up. This cannot be the face of Mumbai that is Amchi Mumbai. This is not the Amchi Mumbai that we should be really living in or thriving. Uh, Mumbai needs a cleanup. Mumbai needs a facelift. Mumbai cars need the respect they deserve, and the government owes it to them. S. Balakrishnan, thank you very much for joining
Thank you
us.
so much. Thank you.